Letters to Life. Part 3. A letter to you from the days that slipped away. To you, the one from those distant days. Today, as I open the dust-covered pages of memory, I see you standing there beneath an endlessly wide sky. A sky so vast it makes a person feel small enough to disappear into it. You had no one to talk to, no arms close enough to hold you. There was only you, and the silence wrapping itself around everything like a thick, heavy mist. You stood still, not crying, not speaking, just gazing into the distance as if searching for something you weren't even sure still existed. The wind brushed through your hair, across your fragile shoulders, yet could not lift away the exhaustion you carried so quietly. In those days, you were someone teaching yourself how to grow up in emptiness, how to stay standing even when no one was beside you. And I, the one in the present, look back at you and just want to walk over, place a hand on your shoulder and say, "You've tried so incredibly hard." You got used to standing alone like that, didn't you? Used to letting the wind slip through those long, empty days. Used to carrying everything on your own without daring to speak a word to anyone. You got used to hiding your tears behind a closed door, as if shutting it once could tuck all your pain away into a darkness no one would ever see. You got used to being strong even when your legs were trembling. Used to biting your lip just to keep moving forward, even when your heart only wanted to stop for a moment. There were moments when you tried so hard that even breathing felt heavy, yet you still never allowed yourself to collapse. Maybe back then you were so lonely that you wish you could disappear for a while, step away from everything, from the unintentional blame, from the piling expectations, from the silences you didn't even know how to name. But no matter how lonely you were, you still stood there, quietly gathering the fragments of yourself. And I, the one in the present, look back and see only one truth. You were never weak. You were simply too strong in your silence. You sat by the window, quietly watching the streetlights spill their glow inside, illuminating the tired face you had spent the whole day trying to hide. In your eyes were questions that had never been answered, questions you had carried for so long that you no longer remembered when you first began thinking about them. Why did things turn out this way? Why is it so easy for people to leave? And why do the things you cherish most hurt you the deepest? Those questions sank into your heart, circling over and over as if trying to tear apart the calm you had worked so hard to build. But no one answered, no explanation, no hand resting gently on your shoulder, no soft voice telling you that everything would eventually pass. So you chose silence. Silence so you wouldn't break down. Silence to hold back the pain only you could hear. Silence because you no longer knew who you could confide in. You forced a smile every time someone said, "You'll be okay." A strained smile, not to fool anyone else, but to fool yourself into believing that things might really get better. As the days passed, you tried to do everything as if it were normal. Talking, laughing, holding yourself together so no one would notice how exhaustion pressed against every beat of your heart. But when night fell, when the small room dimmed and the lights went out, there was only you, alone, facing your own heart and the thoughts you never said out loud. Your pillow soaked with tears, your chest heavy, your throat tightening as if it carried a mountain of nameless sorrow. Only then did you allow yourself to admit just how tired you truly were, that sometimes you simply wanted to let everything go, to breathe without having to carry anything anymore. They saw you as strong, confident in every step you took, in the smile they believed was happiness, in the calm voice that never seemed to tremble. But they didn't know that behind that exterior was a heart full of cracks, where quiet wounds kept piling up day after day. They saw you smiling, still trying to talk and keep up with everyone. Yet no one knew that the smile was built from all the times you were exhausted, from the days you had to gather the scattered pieces of yourself, from the nights you lay awake struggling to find rest. And day after day, you chose to keep going. Not because you never wanted to let go, not because you didn't feel tired, but because you were afraid of disappointing someone, afraid that even a small moment of weakness would hurt others or make them leave. So you chose resilience. You chose silent endurance. You chose to keep the world around you peaceful, even when your own heart was already covered in too many scars. There are things you lived through that only now, looking back, you finally dare to name. Feelings that once tightened your chest. Things no one knew, no one ever saw. It was a feeling of not being enough, even when you had tried so hard you were nearly drained. The feeling of being abandoned, when the people you trusted most walked away without a word. The feeling of being lost in your own life, as if everything around you kept moving while you stayed still, unsure of where to go next. There were moments, just moments, when you wish someone would place a hand on your shoulder and say, "You're allowed to be a little weak." Such a simple sentence, yet enough to keep you from being strong to the point of breaking. But no one said it. No one noticed how tired you had become. And in the end, you had to say it to yourself, with a trembling, fragile voice that could shatter at any second. That was the moment you understood that sometimes the only softness you receive has to come from within you. There were things you once tried so hard to hold on to, even as you knew deep down they were already slipping away. You knew that the hand which once felt warm had turned cold, yet you still clung to it, still held on to fragments of memories that remained. You loved for too long, believed too deeply, to the point where you couldn't let go even when your mind kept telling you it was time to release it. And in this world, people like you are often the ones who get hurt the most. They carry in their hearts a sincerity that is absolute, giving all their trust and affection. And yet it is precisely that sincerity that makes them bear the kind of pain others will never understand. You've come to learn that there are things you must let go of, even if you don't want to. That sometimes letting go must be learned slowly, one gentle, loosened finger at a time. You're afraid of making others sad, afraid that a small action or a simple word from you might hurt someone. You're afraid of becoming a burden, an invisible weight that even you yourself feel growing heavier day by day. You're afraid that if you grow weak, even for a moment, someone will leave, and you'll be left standing alone in this vast world, with no one beside you. So you hide every emotion, endure every pressure on your own, and stay silent in front of the pain stacking quietly inside your heart. And no one knows that behind your smile, your calm words, and the seemingly strong exterior, you have been brave in ways no one could ever imagine. You have been stronger than anyone would believe. Today, I, the one in the present, want to tell you, the one from the past, that you did so well. Not just well in the eyes of others, but far better than you ever believed of yourself. Every step you took, every moment you forced yourself to endure the pain, every smile, even the strained ones, all of it proves that you were stronger than you ever imagined, and far more than what anyone else could have seen. Remember this. Every effort, every ache, every moment of quiet resilience was worthy of being cherished. No one praised you. No one held you. No one told you that you were brave, that you made it through those exhausting days and still found a way to stand. But today, I will say it. Thank you for not giving up, for continuing to move forward even when the weight of everything felt unbearable. Thank you for surviving the worst days, for staying when everything seemed to be working against you. If it weren't for you, there would be no me today. Every pain you carried, every effort you made, every moment of quiet strength deserves to be honored and remembered. Today, I want you to stop and set everything down. Set down the invisible expectations you place on yourself. Set down the sadness that has lingered with you for so long. Set down the things that were never truly yours to carry, yet you held on to anyway. You've carried enough, day after day, night after night, in silence and in strength. So let it rest now, so your small, tired heart can breathe, so you can take a deep, gentle breath, so you can finally touch the peace you have always deserved. This is not giving up. It is simply allowing yourself a quiet moment in the midst of everything. Today, I hold you tightly. I hold the you from those distant days, the you who carried silent wounds alone, the you who had to be strong in ways no one ever saw. I hold you to say that every hurt is understood, every tear is honored. I'm here now, so you no longer have to stand alone in the dark. I won't leave anymore, and you can breathe. You can let go of every worry, knowing that your heart deserves to be held fully and gently. Keep going, gently, slowly, one step at a time. You don't have to be too strong. You don't have to force yourself to prove anything, because from the day on, you no longer have to walk alone. You have me, the me of the present, always here, always listening, always loving and protecting you. You can loosen your shoulders now. You can let go of the burdens you've carried for so long. Every step you take, every breath you draw, is accompanied by warm arms and genuine care. Allow yourself to be at peace. Let your small, tired heart rest and feel the love you have always deserved.